Hello everyone, I'm Tom Slivick. Welcome to TSPN's News for Today, and let's take a look at our headlines. Sunday night lightning sparks remote fires in Amador County. ACTC OKs air conditioner upgrade at state-of-the-art education facility at Sutter Hill Teleconference Center. Amador Supervisors here Sierra Nevada Conservancy offers a final round of conservation grant funds totaling $5 million. Coronado Stone Products sponsors Upcountry Community Center with a new printer and office supplies. Upcountry Council to return to the topic of defining a proposed Buckhorn Town Cente. In the second half of the news, I'll be speaking with Ruthella Turner about ACTC's ongoing Backpack to School drive to raise funds for school supplies for local children. Stay with us. We'll have these stories when I return from the other side of the break. You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader. Everyone, and welcome back. I'm Tom Slivick, and the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection's Amador El Dorado unit has spent the past 24 hours fighting remote fires sparked by extreme lightning activity. CDF Fire Prevention Specialist Terry Mitsuhara said the lightning complex has resulted in increased staffing levels across the unit. There were 1,848 lightning strikes in 12 hours, and as a result, there have been 16 wildland fires on state responsibility area lands, with more expected to surface as the affected areas dry out. Incident Commander Brian Estes said firefighting personnel are aggressively suppressing wildland fires in very rugged and often isolated areas covered in timber. Fires in these outlying areas are a challenge to get to, but with the assistance of our air program, we can slow down the fires until the ground units arrive. Unit Chief Kelly Keenan said basic lightning safety tips can help people stay safe. He said lightning can strike 10 to 15 miles from a thunderstorm. If you hear thunder, then lightning is close enough to be a real threat. Seek shelter indoors. Lightning does strike the same place twice, and if you're caught outside during a thunderstorm, move toward a safe shelter. Keenan said the safest shelter is a building with wiring and plumbing. Sheds, picnic shelters, tents, or covered porches do not necessarily protect you from lightning. He also advised to not use cordless telephones unless absolutely necessary. Wait for 30 minutes after the last rumble of thunder is heard to resume outside activities. He said 400 people are struck by lightning each year in the United States, and about 60 people die from their injuries. The rest can face a lifetime of disabilities, including pain and neurological disabilities. The best idea is to err on the side of caution. Keenan said go indoors and stay there until the thunderstorm has passed. Safety should be priority one for you and your family, and when the thunder roars, go indoors. Amador County Transportation Commission voted 6-0 last week to increase the size of an air conditioning unit for its state-of-the-art teleconference center on Sutter Hill. Consultant Daniel Whitehorn said the cooling unit in the server room was pretty close to the maximum BTUs of 10,500 required for the audio-visual equipment and servers. He said it was a portable unit with ducts that were poorly designed, and the ducts became hot to the touch during 100-degree weather. He proposed a 2-ton wall-mounted splay unit air conditioner that is ductless and everything is done outside. It just brings the cool air into the room. He said he's having a vent is not a very good idea, and Commissioner Michael Vasquez said they need to get rid of the heat. Commissioner Chairman John Plass said paying $3,800 to protect $100,000 worth of equipment was a no-brainer. ACTC Executive Director Charles Field said the teleconference center had change orders, including the original cooling unit itself. He said the project was like building a house, adding fixes when needed, like door sweeps for an invasion of crickets. Whitehorn said a contractor will be boring under Valley View Way to install a fiber optic conduit to the center, which should be up and running next week. Consultants have all but one camera and equipment installed and are now testing. And once Comcast completes the work, he said, hopefully they can do the training this week. Field said the building framing had no conduits for speaker wires, and Vasquez said configuration changed in the new drawings, which were quick and dirty, so they would not delay the contractor and lack the conduits. Last week, Field said he walked in and looked at the speakers, which are huge and hanging on the wall right where you would bang your head. He asked the contractor about getting smaller speakers or mounting them horizontally and higher. They protrude about a foot and are a 1.5 foot square. Commissioner David Plank said they make speakers the size of bottle caps that sound great, and Plass said some small speakers are phenomenal. The commission directed Field and the committee to do work to get something that will work at no extra cost. They also directed Field to work on insurance coverage language for wine tasting at the teleconference center. One class plan for the center through Amador Community College Foundation includes wine appreciation classes. The coverage would limit the number of bottles per capita at the class or event. And Commissioner Ted Novelli asked if there were other problems at the center. Field said everything is going quite well, and he was just bringing the problems. He said the audio-visual equipment and speakers all work well. Plass said he overheard installers say the educational capabilities of the Sutter Hill Center are on par with Amador County Supervisors earlier this month received a report from the Amador Resource Conservation District with an overview of the district's history and work with its national counterpart. Stephanie Murano, Public Outreach Coordinator for Amador Resource Conservation District, said the special district formed in 1950 through the National Resource Conservation Service. It has brought $1,387,000 in funding to local landowners for 37 projects, an average of $37,000 per project. She said the NCRS began as the Soil Conservation Service during the Dust Bowl, which was an ecological agricultural disaster brought on by drought and poor farming practices in the Midwest. Dust cloud storms went as far north as Canada and as far east as Washington, D.C. during the Dust Bowl, and that's when they decided to do something about it. Supervisor John Plass asked how the Amador Resources Conservation District Board members are chosen, and Moreno said normally they're elected, but in Amador County the supervisors make appointments because the elections got to the point where they were cost prohibitive, and the board established a policy to have supervisors appoint board members. The district's Amy Rocher said equipment grants can cover up to 90% of project costs. Special Project Coordinator Ellie Rout said she has written 2 successful grants in the county for lower land projects, including a community farm. She said she is trying to get a Sierra Nevada Conservancy grant to match funds set aside by the Amador Water Agency for a small diameter pipe along the Amador Canal. Supervisor Chairman Louis Boitano asked if Rout had noticed the stream of federal money slowing down. Rout said this $5 million in the funding from the Sierra Nevada Conservancy is its last round of conservation funding. Supervisor Brian Oneto asked what is happening with the man-made forest over the Highway 49 bypass. Rout said Sutter Creek owns the property. Her group, Mother Lode Land Trust, oversees the land and reports to Caltrans. She said Caltrans has deemed the project's 1.5-acre wetland preserve a failure, and they are thinking about purchasing another wetland property elsewhere. Oneto said he saw a turkey pecking around out there, and Rout said the oak woodland portion of the preserve was a success. ARCD District Treasurer Dan Port said the board hopes to keep fees as low as possible within the irrigated lands program, but some people are thinking that every farmer should file a report of waste discharge. Oneto suggested there should be a waiver for people irrigating with just water. Port said that was not likely. Amador Tuolumne Community Action Agency's Upcountry Community Center announced Monday, July 23rd, that it has received the donation of a printer and office supplies from Coronado Stone Products. Ruthella Turner, ACTC Resource Center Coordinator at the Upcountry Community Center, said in June, Coronado Stone Products donated a new printer and office supplies to the UCC, and we would like to express our gratitude for their generosity and support of our community. The Upcountry Community Center opened January 2003 to provide for the educational, health, and recreational needs of upcountry residents. Turner said the center is run by ATCAA, a local public agency that provides social services and safety net program in Amador and Tuolumne counties. The center is sustained through grants, fundraisers, and most importantly, community support and donations. The UCC provides classes and programs for the community, including reading, tutoring, food distribution, 12-step support groups, senior lunches, play groups, wellness workshops, community computer lab, counseling, and family advocate services. Turner said we also work in conjunction with the ATCAA Comanche Lake Community Center and the ATCAA Family Resource Center, as well as other community partners to provide programs including Back to School and Holiday Angel Tree. Coronado Stone Products has a commitment to supporting the communities in which they work, Turner said, and we're so pleased that they shared their resources with the UCC and greatly appreciate their partnership in helping us continue to offer important and quality services to the Upcountry community. To learn more about ATCAA Upcountry Community Center and its many services, or donate to the UCC, call 209-296-2785. The Upcountry Community Council plans a meeting August 13th to again focus on development for guidelines for what they would like to see in the proposed Buckhorn Town Center. UCC Chairwoman Lynn Morgan said, "We intend at this meeting to complete our process for defining decision criterion to present to the County Planning Commission and the Board of Supervisors. It's our hope that such guidelines will define what citizens would like to see considered in the development of the future successful Buckhorn Town Center." She encouraged people to plan to attend the meeting August 13th so they may be part of the process. She released a summary of the Buckhorn Town Center questionnaire produced by Renee Milkelson from responses at the July 9 potluck meeting. Asked to list 3 words to describe the Buckhorn, the summary said friendly was used 6 times, and it was called quiet and rustic 3 times each. It was also called historic, woodsy, peaceful, scenic, beautiful, warm, uncrowded, forested, and convenient. Make that forested. The survey asked what positive trends are affecting Buckhorn responses, including an improved hardware store, IGA landscaping, and maintaining good stock at reasonable prices. More tourism could be beneficial. Some redevelopment to upgrade structures and buildings could be important. They noted positive of highway access, Payless Market, updated gas pumps with card readers, 24/7, and the community board at the Highway 88 and Meadow Vista presents a welcome. Mountain Cafe has excellent coffee, more young people, more businesses are coming in. There's an opportunity to influence the future on the community. Take and Bake Pizza, more people addressing the needs of seniors, and a bus route helps us get to town. Negative trends affecting Buckhorn were listed as traffic, the down economy, a down at the heels appearance for the last 30 years. Other negatives were lack of sidewalks, terrible cell phone service, bus service that is impractical for daily commuting, limited library access with a suggestion to relocate it to a town center. Also listed were home foreclosures, vacant commercial property, and homes, drug addicts, no shops, the bars, non-residents trying to stop progress and projects, and loud, rowdy people. Others said the name Buckhorn was a negative. They need more medical clinics, and crime seems to be going up. 11 respondents agreed that it's important to have decision-making criteria in place regarding the future development of the Buckhorn Town Center. No one dissented, and some added comments. One said it would assure that the local community has a voice in shaping the future. One supported cohesive details to present an organized community, not a higgy-piggy collection without looking cookie-cutter. One said, "We want to have a say in this." Another said, "New ideas are always welcome."